Yes, certainly, wherever you find yourself in the country, be sure to make it a feel-good type of day. And you're just in time because we're in the kitchen. I'm joining a chef, not just a chef, the chef, Neil Anthony, in the kitchen as he whips up a total classic. We're making some fish cakes today.
Exactly, we are.
And we're making fish cakes because we know that when it comes to really looking after your health and looking after your body, getting the right nutrition and getting the right food into your system is the one thing that's
essential. And also 15 hours of sleep, apparently.
You know what, if you can push it beyond 15, that's even better. But how's this? I've never seen this before. The guy that's making the food's not wearing an apron.
Well, but I'm wearing a fish T-shirt, and we are doing fish cakes.
Because you're making fish cakes. I don't know if the fish on your T-shirt wants to see you making the fish cakes. I really don't think that's what they want to be looking at. But I'm going to be your assistant today. That's why I've got the apron on. Let's talk about our ingredients. What have we got here?
Super simple. Just some cooked potato. Now we're using normal potato here. You could go with sweet potato if you wanted to lighten it up even more. This is normal potato. You can either bake them in the oven and scoop the flesh out, or just cut them up and boil them. Okay. But always make sure it's nice and a nice sort of dry mash, if you know what I mean. You don't want it too wet. Yeah. Because we want our end result needs to look like
that. So it can't be too wet.
Yeah. So it can't be too wet. Just some red onion or a little shallot or anything like that. Anything you fancy. You want to go heavy on the salt. You want to? Yeah, you want to go heavy on the salt because we're using quite a plain fish as well. So that's just some cooked white fish. Nice. And of course, it's got to go. You got to season all the way through the potato and etc. And it's got to go breadcrumbs and blah blah blah. So
stunning.
You want to go heavy enough on the salt. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then to balance that as well, you got some nice some lemon juice in as well.
Just squeezing in there.
Exactly. You can put a bit of zest in there as well. I mean, if you wanted to spice this up, you could go a bit of chili, bit of lime. You could go down that road, if you know what I mean. A little bit of black pepper is always good as well. It gives it a nice little funky flavour. Classic fish and parsley as well. Boom, boom. Yeah,
they go so well.
Yeah, yet again. And yeah, this fish again we've just sort of baked in the oven. Now you could use a smoked fish. You could go down that sort of road if you wanted to. Yeah. But
how did you bake that fish in the oven?
Just some oil on it, some B-Well oil, yet again a little bit of salt and pepper, baked in the oven. That's great. And yet again, just always make sure that's also nice and dry as well. You don't want the fish to be too wet, so dry that.
I love to hear that about the B-Well oil because we know that thankfully B-Well have come along with another free downloadable cookbook to save the day. So if you're looking at various ways to get your fish ready or anything ready really, and make sure that we eat smart and we enjoy every bite, then make sure that they do that. We're talking about the CANSA Smart Choice free downloadable cookbook. It's fantastic. It's cram-packed with all the B-Well goodness that you could ask for. And of course, when it comes to the B-Well product itself, we know that it's endorsed by the, it's got that smart choice seal, that CANSA seal, which means that it's good for your heart.
Cool. And then you put a bit of the mixture, the B-Well oil into your mixture as well. Yeah. So that's a nice mix there. I mean, those you can roll into little balls. You can serve it as a little canapé. You can go down this road as well. So you can put your apron to use. Okay, cool. So
what am I doing?
So take one of them, put it in the take a fish cake that's now set. You can set it in the fridge for a little bit. Pop it into your egg wash.
Okay.
And then you just flick that over, and then you can take that and put it in there. Okay. You can use a fork or you can just use your hands.
I just washed my hands thoroughly. I didn't put them under the UV light we saw earlier because that would have taken a while.
And the little UV box, that would be impressive.
That would have taken a while.
That would be impressive.
Very impressive though.
So you do that. So pop that. Yeah. So that's just some seasoned breadcrumb again.
But you want to make sure that you coat them sufficiently.
Yeah, you want to have a nice sufficient coating. You don't have any bald spots in your fish cake.
You don't want that.
No one likes a bald spot in the fish cake. And then that's fine. So pop it onto our plate there.
On there, yeah.
You could do one more for us. I've just got some of that B-Well oil in the pan here as well. Now we're not even going to deep fry these. We're going to do a nice little shallow fry. So yet again, that's a little bit healthier. I mean, you probably could fill your deep fry with this, but you wouldn't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. No, please.
So a nice fry on that again. And then you can also, you can always pop those through the oven and sort of reheat them. Or you can just, it's a beautiful dish. You can have them warm, you can have them cold. It doesn't need to be straight out the pan. A nice little meal prep style thing, if you know what I mean. You could sort of prep these up and then you can have them for dinner. You can prep these up sort of in the afternoon.
You know what I love about the B-Well products is also that they're non-GMO.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which is great. You want to know that.
You want to know that for sure.
You want to know that for sure. Here you go. This is
the last one. There we go.
So do go onto bwellfoods.co.za. They've got that downloadable cookbook on there. It's really packed with all the fun recipes to get you and your family enjoying the best meals that you make with your BWELL products.
So,
Great.
yet again, nice and simple. We've just done some beautiful grilled vegetables, some salad. Yet again, you can do your thing. You can do a nice little squeeze of lemon just over the top.
There. I love it.
And then you can also just, a little drizzle of that, like that, warm over the top
look at
as well.
that. Yes.
And that's what it's all about.
Life. Look at this, a beautiful, colorful dish of your vegetables on there and your fish cakes that have come through looking so good and so golden.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to tell you, this is really, really stunning. You've done a good job. Very, very impressive.
Well, it's all in the crumbing. It's all in the crumbing, really. It's all in the crumbing. If you don't get that right, forget about it.
But you really do need the right oil for it.
Yeah.
And we did use that canola and olive oil blended, which is fantastic. Look, the thing is we have to taste this to know that it's as good as it looks, right? So should I maybe just use
break one open.
A fork?
Yeah.
And then
Crack one open. It's a beautiful, nice little crunch on the outside, nice and light and fluffy on the inside.
I'm gonna just use my hand for this.
You could also serve with a nice little BWELL mayonnaise on there as well. It'd be quite nice with that little tartar sauce style. So yeah, you know what I mean.
Sir,
that's what it's about.
Neil Anthony coming through heavy. This is delicious. This is so delicious.
Thank you.
Listen, if you missed any of the steps involved in making this and bringing it to life, take a look at this.
Make the smart choice and download your free CANSA Approved cookbook at bwellfoods.co.za today. BWELL. Love, food, life.